whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi The Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland. And today we're talking about Season 13, Episodes 3 and 4, All I Want to Do, and My Own Worst Enemy. Now that we are in Season 13, the episodes are weird and they look like one-parters, but they're kind of not one-parters. It's confusing. Amethyst Beloved has created a guide for us and we're sticking with it.
Exactly. And we're going to stick to our format of one a week.
But just 2 episodes in a week still, technically. Because we think it works better.
Yeah,
it works. I think it works better for everybody involved.
Exactly. We're less burnt out. You guys get better content. Also, Amethyst Beloved did the math for this on us as well, and it's going to be fewer episodes, so it'll be 20, but it's going to take a longer time to get through. So it's like a similar amount of content.
Yeah. But Kelsey, will you please read us the episode summaries?
All right. Part 1, All I Want to Do. In Paris, Tristan will try anything to stop his roommate's teasing, and a lonely Alli ventures out to explore the city. Yeah.
Sure.
That covers it.
No Clare, but...
Nothing about Clare. And then Part 2 is Tristan and Miles finally bond, but is it friendship or more? Desperate for a distraction, Clare turns to Drew for help.
Yeah, sure. More Alli stuff, too, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. These episodes were, like, fine?
Yeah, I watched it before Holland, and then we went to plays this week, and she was asking me how they were, and I was like, they're somehow full of information, but also very dull. Or maybe it's, like, the other way around.
Well, it's, like, not a lot happened, but they weren't boring. They went by very quickly.
Yeah, they went by fast, but there was, like, no meat to them. Yeah.
Other than, like, Clare has cancer, which is very serious, but also a bummer.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know.
But anyway, so the songs of the week are, the first one for Part 1, Episode 3 is All I Want to Do, which is a 2003 song by Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, it is.
And maybe it plays in, like, everyone's in Paris, all they want to do is have some fun. They got a feeling they're not the only one. Yeah. And Claire maybe it plays into Claire's denial. She's like, all I want to do is have some fun. I don't want to think about the fact that I have cancer.
Yeah.
But I guess that also kind of goes into the next that mentality bleeds into the next episode for her as well. Yeah. When she becomes her own worst enemy because she leaves the hospital and puts herself at risk.
Seriously.
So yeah, the second episode is called My Own Worst Enemy, which is a 1999 song by the band called Lit.
I love that song. Shouts out to Lit.
Hella Lit.
Lit, the one-hit wonder.
Oh my goodness. It just reminds me of playing Rock Band 2, because that song is on Rock Band 2.
It reminds me of K-Rock in the 90s and early 2000s. Actually, all of the 2000s K-Rock would still play that song like it was 1998.
But... The second episode, Claire becomes her own worst enemy.
And that Alli does too.
Kind of does, but also a lot of Alli's plot is like the French guy misunderstanding her, which I feel like it's like she didn't ruin the date. She just didn't get a chance to explain what she was trying to say, and he was like, "Ugh," but then it was fine.
Well, yeah, but also it was like, she
wasn't doing her homework.
She didn't do her homework, so she was her own worst enemy, like in the initial run, and like ruined the date for herself, basically, because she didn't do her homework the day before.
And I guess Tristan is self-sabotaging. I don't know. He jumps to conclusions.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right. So, All I Want to Do starts out with us. We're in Paris. We're here. We have arrived. We're in fake Paris.
Extremely fake
Paris with so many green screens. And we see the Eiffel Tower every time we have like an establishing shot in Paris. And Tristan's hair. Oh, should we do fashion police? Because Tristan's hair is still a lot.
Yep. He's in the first scene. He's wearing a great outfit, though.
I don't really remember it.
Me neither, but it says Tristan's outfit is great. Eli looks crazy hot. Still.
Oh my god, Eli looks so good this season so far.
He does.
Oh my god. Winston has a bow tie, of course.
Of course. Adam's hat is super dumb.
Yeah, I like Jenna's pink stripy dress look that she's wearing at the beginning.
Allie's heels, once again, are fucking ridiculous.
Stupid. But I like her pink top that she has paired with her pink heels.
There you go.
Yeah.
Imogen's wearing cat ears at one point, which feels very on brand.
Claire shaves her head. And she kind of pulls it off.
She kind of does. And she really pulls off the blonde. She's surprisingly great as a blonde.
Yeah. The pink wig was confusing, though.
Yes.
In so many ways.
Jenna's, like, generic French shirt that had, like, a big French flag on it, I thought was very silly.
I liked Allie's mint green dress that she was wearing when she was stalking the waiter guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan's fedora is terrible.
Terrible. It's straw and multicolored and bad.
Miles has, like, a short sleeve button up with, like, accents, like, on his sleeves and pockets and stuff. That was interesting.
That's all my notes.
And Claire still wears a blazer when she's in the hospital.
Claire never not on brand.
Yeah, that's all I got. But we're in Paris. And their freaking housing is nice as fuck. They have like French doors leading out to a balcony overlooking the Eiffel Tower, basically.
It's like, it looks like a very fancy hotel that they put bunk beds in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very confused by it.
It's really nice. Although, when my brother studied abroad, they also got really nice housing. So I'm wondering if it's just like Paris is beautiful no matter what. And that like all the housing kind of looks like that. If you're like through a school and you need to be close to like the city center, everything's going to look cute and Parisian. But I feel like it was really big for being in Europe.
Yeah.
Like, no housing is going to be that big.
Although,
unless you're a little outside of the center of the city, maybe.
When I went to France in my junior or senior year with my AP French, it was my junior year with my AP French class. It was, we stayed in like, when we were in Paris, we stayed in everywhere we stayed in nice hotels. But when we were in Paris, like our hotel was really beautiful. And we had like a teeny tiny balcony.
Yeah, that's a hotel.
And it was like city center. But it wasn't like student housing. We were there for like 3 days before we like moved on.
Right.
I don't know.
It's really nice, and I guess I'm just jealous. I want to go to Paris.
Me too.
And Tristan is already lusting after Miles,
but he
then
gets
lies
caught
about being straight when he gets caught.
Yeah,
which is confusing.
Yeah, and he turns Maya into his beard.
Yeah. Also, the theme song is still weird and short.
Yeah, is it just these episodes?
Just the Paris ones? I have no idea. I'm not mad at it because it's really short and I don't have to sit through like a Stoods type situation.
That's true.
I don't have to sit through a Whisper Hug theme song, which thank God half of that band graduated, so we never have to be subjected to that. Knock on wood. I mean, I don't know.
They played Stoods for long after Stoods was still a thing.
Yeah, but Mo is gone, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah. Let's hope.
But I guess Maya and Zig are still around. Zig has not been in this season yet, so I guess he didn't get to go to Paris.
I'm not surprised
by that, but yeah, we haven't. Yeah,
because
we haven't even seen him at camp though.
Because also the thing with these trips is that like you do have to like front a lot of money
for it. Yeah,
you know, it's not like cheap to study abroad.
No, it's not.
Especially in high school, because there's less of a chance of getting a scholarship for that, like you can with. College.
You can get more financial aid with that. But we're with Jenna and Alli and Connor. And Jenna and Connor have tickets to go see the Eiffel Tower, but they're sold out, which I'm like, what?
That doesn't make sense.
Happen. Maybe their time slot is sold out. Who knows? It felt like an excuse so that Alli didn't third wheel with them.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Alli is like talking about Clare and how she's still bummed that she's not there. And then Connor, tactful as ever, says, I'm glad I don't have cancer.
Yeah. It's rough.
And Alli has like a cardboard cutout of Clare, like a flat Stanley version of Clare that she takes and talks to around Paris.
Yeah, it's a fun choice.
And she is also trolling for boys because, of course, she is.
Because she's Alli.
Yeah. But then we're in the hospital, and Claire and Eli are, like, channel surfing, and then they land on West Drive.
And even Claire, who has not met her yet, knows that Zoe sucks.
Yeah. And then, is it Claire who turns off the TV once, West Drive gets a little too real?
Yeah.
And she's like, let's play doctor, which made me vomit in my mouth.
Me too. I was like, I don't care for this at all.
No.
I do not.
And then, of course, he, like, touches the back of her head and a lock of hair comes out, and it's freaky. And then we're back in Paris.
It's all over the place.
Just really, it jumps back and forth between cancer storyline, this is a bummer, and we're in Paris. We're
Pretty
in
much.
fake Paris.
And then, like, Miles and Winston are giving Tristan shit again. So he's like, Maya, let's go make out. And she's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, I have to talk to you. And they, like, go over and they talk. And she's like, we can't do this. We want different things. Actually, we want the same thing.
Always.
Which made me laugh.
And then I think he's like, well, if they know I'm gay, they won't like rooming with me, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, that's redonk.
She does. She does say that. And it is redonk.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone actually ever use that term.
Nope.
When it wasn't on a television show.
Nope. It's not a real thing people say.
And he's just worried about homophobia. When it doesn't seem like Winston and Miles have given off that vibe at all.
Well, they've been giving him shit. They're like teasing him.
They're teasing him, but yeah.
Like they teased him because they caught him checking out Miles and they teased him. They've been teasing him with the Maya stuff. Like I understand, and he's not coming from a place where people have been like super accepting of him.
That's true.
So I understand the instinct of like, oh no, this isn't just like boys like fooling around. This is like, this could be like a situation. Scary. So I get that. And so he does convince her to kiss him, and then he goes, ew, 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 ew.
Well, I think she's like, oh, you want me to help? And then she like kisses him as a punishment, and he was like, ew, why did you do that? But then we're at the hospital, and Claire is going to like a group talk dealio, and then we meet a girl named Paula who is sassy, and I love her pink wig.
She's very cool.
And she's encouraging Claire to shave her head, and she's also kind of warning her about how having cancer is hard for a relationship.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, no, my boyfriend said he was all in too, and then he bailed. Like,
yeah,
it's more than he thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah. But then we're with Alli. And
she's lonely as hell.
She's lonely, and she like wants to go out and do things, and then stupid Zoe and other people are like, let's go eat hamburgers and like do things we could do back home.
Yeah,
and they're clinging to their North American life, which is like the most annoying people to travel with.
Seriously,
or study abroad with.
They like don't want to try new things, and she's like, and we're gonna go shopping, and Allie's like, ooh, where? And she's like, H&M.
Yeah, and it's like, what? You're in Paris, girl.
What are you doing?
Oh my god, I hate. When I studied abroad, there was like a subset of people in our group that just like clung to the American culture. I'm like, we're in a different country. Explore.
Seriously. That's the whole point of traveling.
And that's why we're here, to study abroad. Anyway. And then I wrote down, you don't need them, Alli.
Yeah, because they also like will not include her. They're like, you were not invited.
And she's like, all right, I guess I'll go find the Eiffel Tower or something.
Yeah. I think the exact line is like, shouldn't you be hanging out with people your own age? Like, she's like 40. Like, she's like a year older than these people.
Calm down. But then we're back at the hospital, and Adam has come to visit Claire, and then he accidentally let slip that Eli sent out like a preparation for visiting Claire email.
Although I like that the subject of the email was super like listicle clickbait, like 6 things to know when you're visiting Claire.
Yeah, it was very BuzzFeed. I mean,
Number 5 will surprise you.
I just looked at the wiki, and it is 2013, so it definitely is. We're like, BuzzFeed is on the rise right now. This is when BuzzFeed is starting to get big, so listicles not surprising me.
2013. Yeah. I was graduating from college.
I was studying abroad. Summer 2013.
There you go.
I was almost graduating from college. But and Claire's like, you sent out an email, blah, 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 which, like, I understand being upset, but also, I don't know. Eli didn't do it